Let me just turn you up a little bit. I'm hoping you sound good. Huffing and puffing.
I am recording when you tell me to.
I'm recording now, so you might as well start. Hello, and welcome back to the Is That More Brandon Sharing Thoughts podcast. So, today, this is a podcast episode where I will not be by myself. I'm actually here with one of my friends, potentially probably my best friend, Miss Becky Boulton. Hello, my darling.
Hello, how are we?
We are thriving. We are successful. We are happy, we're smiling, and we are almost halfway through 2026. So best get going, because we'll be finished by the time this year ends otherwise. So
I can't believe we are halfway through 2026. Even you just saying that is like insane.
It's nearly over.
It is though, it's crazy.
I've already got your Christmas present ready anyway. I ordered it last week, so I'm a little bit ahead of the game.
You are very ahead of the game. It's actually kind of scary how ahead of the game you are.
And speaking of games and being ahead of the game, that is actually one of the topics that I will be speaking about later on towards the end of the podcast. It's the secret. What's the thing? The secret theme, the secret topic that you don't even know that I'm going to bring up. I'm going to bring it up right towards the end, and then I'm going to do the whole X thing. So anyway, for this podcast, I thought we would go back in time, not too far, where we just kind of recite and talk about some of the exciting, weird, strange things that we've done. Because obviously we met online, we've actually met in real life, and we've done some great stuff alone, with friends. You know, you've met some of my friends, I've met some of your friends and family. So it's just, we've had some times, some great times, and also some bad ones.
We have, yes. We have had some very funny experiences.
We have, and I would not like to have shared them with anyone else other than you. So I'm glad we did.
Love you for that.
Well, let's throw it back in time. So for me, obviously, we probably both remember it very differently, but obviously we met on TikTok. I was scrolling, found you. You know, we just kind of had a bit of an instant connection straight away. And when it came to us actually finally meeting, which was actually, 3 weeks later? Because I remember I was doing Vlogmas, and we were like, oh my God, you're going to meet me soon? It's like, we actually only just met.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't that long. Like, I don't usually meet people that quickly, but we just had something, or you just, I was going to say you got me excited, but that sounds weird. It's like you made me go, oh, I really want to, meet this person in real life. Anyway, we met. You were tiny. And you were like, I'm not that small. So that was an interesting first meet. Like, I don't know what your impressions were of me, but I remember you looking me up and down. That's all I remember. I just remember you looking me up and down.
I remember that. I think I didn't really know what to expect either. Like, we had spoken for a little while, obviously, before we met, but I just remember being like, oh my God, I'm actually seeing this person, like, in person. No. I just remember being like, oh, this is, like, crazy. Like, we'd actually made the effort to meet each other. But yeah, I did look at you up and down. I was like, oh, like, what a weirdo.
Because I look back at my Vlogmas vlogs, and that's the only clip I keep seeing. It's like you, not looking at me in a rude way, but it's just almost like checking me out, and I'm like, okay, right, what was you looking for? What was you expecting? Like, but yeah, I also remember literally 2 minutes later, up into the hotel room, we put a little barrier in the bed, and we started playing that Battleships on our iMessage. Do you remember that?
We were.
We didn't want to talk.
I think that was my idea, wasn't it? I was the one like, let's play Battleships.
It was almost like an icebreaker, because we didn't really talk. We got into the room, we both were just sitting there on our phones quiet, and we were texting, and we were both laughing. And I think it was just because we didn't know each other that well. We still were technically strangers.
Yeah, we were. But I thought it was a good opportunity for us to do. Just because it was our first time meeting, and it's like a fun game to play with someone you don't know. It's just like you said, it's a bit of an icebreaker. I
mean, it was so silly. Like, we spent so much on that hotel, and we spent the first hour just playing the game on our phone.
To be fair though, it was my first time in London, like, after years of not having been in London for so long. So actually, it was a good thing that we did that.
Yeah, I mean, it was. Again, I think everything just kind of worked out really, really well. You know, like, we usually, when I make plans with people, they're either late, they, you know, changed plans for whatever reason. Oh, that just reminded me of another idea. I'm going to save that for a little bit. But it's almost like when you make plans with people, you know, sometimes they cancel, sometimes they don't turn up, sometimes they rebook or double book or whatever. But it was nice that we literally made a plan, a time, a day, and we both just turned up, because that's the one thing that I've always said to myself, if I say I'm going to meet someone and I'm going to go somewhere, I will be there no matter what state I'm in. Unless I genuinely cannot make it, I will give someone notice. I'm not just going to not turn up. I'm not going to be a no-show unless I purposefully don't want to turn up for things, which I have done in the past. But I will be there. You know, even if I don't want to, I will make myself be there.
Yeah, you'll just be there and just like make yourself available, sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. But that's the best thing to be. It's like, I used to say it to one of my other friends, well, actually, now one of your friends, Ben. I used to say to him, look, you want to be available for people, but if someone says to you, oh, like, what's the sort of, you know, have you got any space in your calendar? He used to always say to me, yeah, I'm free every day, all the time. Da-da. I'm like, Ben, you can't say that. You need to make out you've got things going on, otherwise people make advantage of you. That was something that Nan told me, actually. She said, make out you're a little bit busier than you actually are. So every so often someone's said to me, oh, are you free this week? Oh, I'm actually really busy. I'm going away for 3 nights and you've got a disco on this night. I'm going to bingo on the weekend. Like, I have no plans, but I don't need the other person to know that.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just good to like not give your all to everybody, right?
No, sometimes it's good to give 50%, and then once you get to know them a little bit more, we gave each other 5% when we first met, and I think we now give each other 150. Like, you're probably my most called, most spammed person on my phone.
Yeah, we do spam each other a little bit, don't we?
Oh my goodness, that reminds me, Snapchat. Do you remember when we used to do Snapchat messages all the time?
We were literally talking about Snapchat the other day, weren't we? That's crazy.
And that kind of brings me into what this podcast is all about, kind of relating to each other and going on the past. Like, I hadn't even written that one down as an idea. That was just a complete ad-lib, but with Snapchat, obviously, I don't use it anymore. You're not really on it as much, I don't think, but we used to literally send videos to each other every single day. Sometimes you would skip mine, sometimes I would skip yours, but we kind of got an idea of what we were saying, and it was almost like we were on call with each other. You know, I could just, you know, be on the toilet listening to you, or you could be at work on a break or studying, listening to me, and we would basically be having a backwards and forwards conversation, kind of not in real time, but it would make sense. And then we'd call each other in the evening anyway. But like, And
I feel like our Snapchat streaks was like a way for us to just get to know each other better. Like, our streak, I think it ended up being something like 800 and something.
It was crazy.
So it was like a good few years of like talking and getting to know each other on Snapchat.
That's mad. Like, the fact that we actually kept that up every day, like photos and videos, even just a selfie every so often, or just like an emoji in the chat or something stupid. Sorry, your dog is just standing to attention.
She's also in the podcast.
Hi, Bonnie. Bonnie.
But...
Oh no, she doesn't want to talk.
She's fine.
She's a bit shy. But yeah, I think that for me, that was one of our first blasts of the past. You know, the whole hotel situation and the Snapchat thing. I think also from that first meet, I think we were in Greenwich or somewhere kind of, I don't want to say posh London, but like well spoken, a nice area. Again, like you said, you hadn't really been to London, and obviously I'm from there, but haven't been there in a few years. But it was really nice. You know, it was a really...
I loved that first meet. It was actually quite... it was fun, and I didn't mind the area either. Like, I remember... Who was it that who was it that told me that Greenwich was... Was it you that said it's quite expensive over there, right?
It's one of the parts of London that can be expensive because it's in central London. Yeah, it probably was me.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was it. I think I remember you saying that.
Yeah. That was also the first time that we went on a night out. So I'll just do a little recital. So basically, I think we'd gone for food. I think we managed to venture out of the hotel, which was great. We'd finished with our, you know, Battleships game, and I don't really remember what we did in terms of dinner or going out. I don't really know where we ended up. Was that the night we went to Heaven? Or... Yeah,
but we went to Chinatown as well, didn't we?
We had Chinatown.
We went to Chinatown and we ordered like crispy duck, and we couldn't eat it all. We were like so full up.
I think we basically ordered the whole restaurant for
two
of us.
We did.
And then,
it was good though. I loved it there. I'd definitely go back again.
again, very fancy restaurant as well. I'm not sure what it was called, but they had fish tanks as well. So I think that got you entwined straight away. You're like, oh my god, they have a fish
I was
tank.
like, oh my god, they have fish tanks. We have to go in.
Well, next time we go, we'll do a photo shoot. We can show people what's there. But I think the previous night I was supposed to go and see Tate McRae at somewhere, but I think it was about 40 minutes from where I was with my previous work lot. And then I saw her story, and it was like, I'm going to be at Heaven tomorrow in London, which was the day that we met. And I was like, right,
crazy.
I was like, we're going to Heaven.
Yeah, I didn't really think that she would be the type of person to go to Heaven and do like a performance. I think it definitely was probably something a little last minute.
It was, but then that's kind of what you've got used to with me now, that I am a very spontaneous, last minute, let's do things right now kind of person. Like, that's just, you know, again, it's that thing of, I don't want to feel like I have to miss out on something because people don't want to do something, where it's like, same thing with you. If you really wanted to go somewhere and I was, you know, if I was 50-50, I wouldn't want you to not be able to go to it because it was just you and you couldn't find a friend. So I would maybe go, you know what, I'll go.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the Tate McRae thing, yeah, very last minute. It was very good. But I guess that kind of, you know, that brings me to like music. You know, I think we vibe with music. You know, I'm very, again, I've got separate podcasts and channels and all sorts for this sort of stuff. But like me, I review music. I listen to all sorts of music. You know, so many great artists out there at the moment. And I think if I try and think about like now, like I don't want to think too much about the past or who's yet to be found. But I think at the moment, artist-wise, there's a lot of good artists out there. You know, there's a lot of unique artists. I don't know if you know some of the people that I like, but you've got a guy called Somba. He's an American guy. I think he's like in his early 20s. Incredible voice. Benson Boone, obviously. You know, I think you like the likes of people like Slater, who I've listened to a couple of her songs. Very kind of sexual, very kind of female empowerment and all that sort of thing.
Love Slater.
But she's tiny and she has so much energy. And then you've got like the usual, you know, the girls from Little Mix all doing their all little solo careers and stuff. Ariana Grande, Taylor Swift, they've just both released new albums. So it's like, it's the old and the new. Like, there's just a whole mix of people out there.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you've always been I think you've definitely been into your music more than I have. Like, don't get me wrong, I like music, but I think you are like next level, love music, really do follow it through, really do look into it in depth. Whereas I sort of know what I like, I listen to it, I try not to look too much into the artists unless they're like performing in something, you know. It's quite, I just don't, I wouldn't say I'm like as much of a fan as music as you are.
I think it comes with specific people. I think I like a lot of artists, and there's probably a very, very small handful of like, oh my goodness, I have to go and watch them in a show. If it's not people I've already seen, they're people on my kind of to visit list, if you kind of want to call it that. But I think the thing with me in concerts, I don't really like spending money on those sorts of things. You know, if I win a free ticket or if I sign up for a concert like opportunity where I can go with a friend or, you know, get discounted tickets, that's great. But I think for me, it's, you know, spending the 60, 70, 80, 90 pounds to go and watch someone for a few hours. It's great and it's absolutely an experience. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, it's just so expensive. And that
it is so expensive.
The cost of everything is going up. But I think especially with music, that's why I think I've stuck to like reviews and stuff online. You know, I will go to a concert every now and then, but mostly it's just the reviews because I can still watch it, I can still enjoy it, and, you know, I listen to it for that 3 minutes and then I move on with my life.
I agree. I think as well, just like going to a concert is like a treat, you know. It's like a once in a lifetime thing. Like, I saw Lana Del Rey in 2025 and I think me and Mum spent like over £300 just to see her live, but it was so worth it. Like, it definitely is something I would 100% do again because I love Lana Del Rey. But I loved it. It was great, but it is very expensive.
I've actually got tickets for us to go and see Lana Del Rey later in the year as well. That was a surprise.
I don't believe that.
No, don't believe it. It's not true. Sorry, I can't spend that much money on someone like that. But yeah, she's no. But I think that's the thing. Yeah, people like that, again, because she's so well known, and that money is actually justified because you're basically paying for the experience, which you're only going to do probably the once.
Exactly. Yeah, you are.
So yeah, treat yourself. Just obviously don't be spending £300 again. Anyway, Roots. So moving on from music, we're going to go back to the previous story, which was, we're not getting away from this story, but the first time we met in London, where I spoke about the whole Chinese thing, Tate McRae, heaven, la la la. Anyway, I don't really know where we ended up, but we ended up on a bus, and very quickly we got off that bus, and I lost Becky for about 5 minutes. Would you like to explain what happened?
Honestly, it was so terrible. I mean, I'm not used to going out anyway, and I don't know how you were doing it, but you were like mixing your drinks and everything. Oh wait, did you just stick to one type of drink?
I was on V and shots. That's what I was drinking.
Well, I don't know what I was drinking, but my God, I remember just like feeling so sick. And as I said, I am not used to going out. I'm not the going out person. I'm like very much a homebody, very much like love doing my own thing in my own time. But I don't know what happened, but I can't believe I was not sick on that bus, because it was really late at night. I think we left a bit early because I was like, I need to get home. I want to just sleep. And we were due to clock out or check out or whatever in literally like 5-6 hours time. So I was like, I want to fucking get some sleep. Like I want to go back to the hotel and get some sleep. And yeah, I just remember being on that bus, and we got on the wrong bus because you said we were on the right bus and we weren't. We were on the bloody wrong bus.
Oh yeah.
And oh my goodness, it was so horrendous. I just like remember sitting on that bus being like, I'm gonna throw up any minute, and I was trying so hard not to be sick. And I just remember like being sat behind like somebody, and you kept chewing my ear off, like talking, and I don't know what it is, but like when you're about to throw up, you want complete silence. You want everyone around you to shut up, and you want everyone around you to just like be quiet. So like, because even the slightest disturbance will just make you be sick. Well, it does me anyway. And yeah, as soon as we got off that bus, because the driver was thankfully stopping, because I think if he didn't stop, I would have threw up. I remember running off and being like, now it's my time to throw up, and I just threw up. I literally ran down the street, found somewhere quiet, and I was sick.
And I thought Becky had ran off. I was like, she jumped on another bus somewhere. I don't know where you went.
It was so bad. I just remember feeling so ill. It was so bad. Never again.
But you must have felt so much better that it was out of your system.
I did, until we got into the Uber, because I demanded you get us an Uber home with literally like dribble coming out of my mouth. And I remember being like, you just get us an Uber home, because I was not willing to wait around for a bus.
Oh, what was it? Brendan, get us an Uber.
It was literally how I was. I was like, get us an Uber now. And I remember being in that Uber, because the Uber took like 30 minutes to get to our hotel. We must have been really far from where we were meant to be.
Probably.
And it took ages to get back. I was trying so hard not to throw up again, because again, motion sickness, traveling, blah, blah, blah. It was just like horrendous. So I was trying really hard not to be sick until we got out of the Uber. I tried to throw up, and I did, but nothing came out. I just made that horrible like noise, and like I remember just being like, I need to be sick, but nothing was coming out. So I knew I'd got it all out of my system. Anyway, let's stop talking about vomit, because it was.
But that was the first time meeting you, and I think at that point we both didn't want to get the wrong impression of each other. I was like, oh no, she's just had an accident, and you were like, he's actually not that bad, he's trying to help me. So I think we kind of got over that. But then our second meet was absolutely great. Second meet, we were in Blackfriars, 20 minutes from London, nice easy train journey, cheap hotel. I've never found a hotel in London that was as cheap as the one that we got.
That was so good. I think, because I remember paying for the hotel, and then I was like, oh, just like come and chill and stay with me, we can have breakfast, it's all included. And yeah, I think obviously I had made plans to like go on a date with somebody at that time, and that never happened. I mean, he was an asshole anyway, so I'm glad that didn't happen. But I had said before traveling, like we had just planned it as if it was just like a normal friendly meet-up, me and you. So the fact that I didn't see this guy wasn't like a turn off anyway, because we generally planned to meet up.
And we ended up watching the final of a TV show as well. We ended up being quite loud, but that was quite good as well. We actually just sat in bed. I think I did a little bit of a vlog as well. So, we got a bit of content out of it. But it's that thing of like, I feel like we're so comfortable around each other sometimes we know when to turn the content side on, and sometimes when to be like, look, let's actually just enjoy each other's company kind of thing.
Yeah, like I think currently with our sort of like podcasting regimes at the moment, we are like we are sort of like very much in content mode, like helping each other make podcasts, talking about interesting things and subjects, and I think that's what's getting us, like, because as you said, we're very much like content based. We have to like put ourselves in these different modes, but I think that's what makes our friendship quite strong as well, because we have similar interests in that sense.
And we're both also at the same time very different. We have a lot of things in common, but we also have a lot of differences, which allows us to speak about things. You know, you can rant to me about fish and dogs and animals, which I don't understand or don't know about, but I'm kind of learning about it through you. And then with me, you know, it's my addiction with things like Vinted, selling and reselling, you know, how I bulk buy, how I meal prep, you know, stuff that maybe you don't maybe do as much. So it's kind of, we've got things in common that we both get, and we've got things in not common that we both get through each other, if that makes sense as well. But yeah, touching upon Vinted, done really well on there, haven't we? A little teamwork.
You have, you've done really well on Vinted.
Again, it was more of something. So I've started it myself. I've been on there for about 4 or 5 years now, and before you, I reached out to some work colleagues, some friends, family as well, who just wanted to sell stuff and get rid of stuff. And for me, I didn't really care about the money. You know, obviously you want to make people money, fair enough. But for me, I just love seeing good reviews come through. So it was like 5 star, 5 star, 5 star. I was like, I'm really addicted to this. Like, I just loved the reviews.
I honestly think though, Brandon, you should definitely make like a podcast series on how to be successful on Vinted, because you are so successful on there. Like you've sold hundreds of items and you've made lots of money on there. I think it would be good for you to like share your experiences and what you should do to help others sell their stuff, because it is like such an easy thing. It's an easy way to make money. Like I think you could easily just, you know, create something and like make like a little bit of content on that. I think that'd be a good idea.
I've done a video on it already. If you haven't already watched my YouTube video,
I haven't, no.
It says 10 plus tips on how to make money selling on Vinted. So maybe that's one for you to watch. Add it to your list. But yeah, I think definitely. I think for me, I have so many interesting experiences on there as well. So it's like, it might just be a selling app, but I could literally, you know, even some of the things, you know, I use recycled packaging to send my items, and the feedback I've had, you know, one woman, I sent her parcel in like a chicken korma, you know, plastic cardboard box, whatever it was. And when she got it, she was like, I really hope you enjoyed the chicken korma. Great packaging, loved it. Or like halloumi fries. The guy was like, I love halloumi. Like, questionable, but money saving. But obviously I won't be stupid and use boxes that have had food or loose things or that they smell. It's like,
I know you wouldn't be that stupid.
Like, I've used shoe boxes, I've used, you know, envelopes, I've used cereal boxes, things that are actually gonna transport that thing to a safe place and not be wet and dribble and the rest of it. But yeah, so that's Vinted. So that's a separate side. Again, that's more of a me thing. You know, I've obviously helped you and some family and stuff, and it's, for me, I just enjoy doing it because I enjoy doing it. It's not, I don't want anything out of it. I don't want credit. I don't care about money. For me, it's just, I like to seeing the 5 stars come through. When I get 4 stars, I ask them why. Excuse me, why is it not 5 stars? But yeah, that's something that I thought I'd touch up upon because, yeah, that's, we've bonded a little bit over that and we've managed to clear some of your brain. So.
Yeah, we have. I mean, you have much more of an interest in that than I do. But I think it's great that you, like, I'm happy to see you succeed in something that you really love to do. Like, I think that's brilliant because you are really good at it too. So.
And it's interesting as well because you've seen me, my highs, my lows over the last few years of trying this and it being great, and then trying that and it not being great, having this business and then I decide to stop it, or, you know, using a social media app and then getting bored. So it's like, for me, the last 3 or 4 years, especially us two connecting and creating stuff, I think just working out what works for me, what works for you. And I think I'm at a place now where I've worked out, these are the social apps that I need to use. These are the experiences and, you know, the types of things that I enjoy. And these are things that I'm probably going to avoid, like kind of putting things in a content category, if that's even a thing. I've never even used that before. But like, yeah, trying to find not necessarily a niche, because I don't want to just do this content and that's it, but find what works for me, what doesn't, what I can always, jump on later in the future, like gaming and stuff like that. Like, I think we'd be quite good doing gaming videos. Obviously, my laptop's not strong enough, and I don't even know if you have a setup anymore, but that could always be something on the horizon for the future. So keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, definitely. I think gaming is so much fun. It's funny as well. I love it.
Emily Comes to Dinner. Watch out. Part 3 coming soon.
Emily Comes to Play.
Oh, Emily's coming to play. Yeah.
But it is brilliant. I think gaming is such a good way to like interact with friends and stuff as well. It's like, it's just good fun. It's really good fun.
It is, especially being a viewer as well, watching how other people do it, seeing how you could do the same thing, how you could bring your humor, your personality, your experiences as well, because you could technically talk and do a podcast while you're playing games. You're talking to your viewers, you're engaging, your kind of storytelling. So yeah, that's something else for the future. Again, back to us again, content. I mean, obviously every time we go out, I'm always very, Becky, can you take a photo? Becky, can you get a video? Or Becky, do you mind just getting a photo of me under this tree? Becky, do you mind just getting a photo of me at this train station? Like, I think for me with content, it's very much, if I feel confident on the day, I want as much photos and as much content as possible. If I'm not really feeling it, like now, I'm sitting here with my glasses on, I've got my pajamas on, so I'm not really feeling like, oh yeah, content. But if I'm in a mood where I'm like, this outfit is incredible, I feel confident, I feel happy, and I just want to get content. But
just what makes you happy at the end of the day. Like, I think just like doing things that make you happy is what's important, right? So,
right.
But it's also very annoying for me to take all these photos of you in like different positions and areas. I'm like, oh my god, here we go again. Really?
Yeah, but you're good. You're good at it, and it's like sometimes you have told me, Brandon, that's enough. Like, actually enjoy life, and I sometimes will do it. I'll be like, actually, you know what? We've had 15,000 photos today. I think that's more than enough for me to look through. I just want 15,000 more just to make sure that we've got that angle on that photo perfectly. But
tell me about it.
But I think that's the thing with content. Like, it's that. Trying to work out the balance of, we are a true friendship. We have a real friendship. But sometimes it's nice to film little bits as well, so you can look back and go, oh my goodness, I remember that day, I remember that event, I remember that. So it's for me trying to work out the balance. Oh my goodness, the first time we went to Bristol, me, you and Ben, we went to Alcatraz.
We did.
That was a content thing for you.
And that was like free as well. I didn't pay anything for that. That was like a promotion thing I did for them, and it was brilliant. I loved it. It was such good fun, and I'm so thankful to the team that obviously gave me the opportunity to bring you both along, because it was so good, and I really didn't know what to expect. I kind of was thinking to myself, oh, this is going to be just like, I don't know, it might just be a bit rubbish, or it might just not be great, but it was good fun. It was really fun.
So how did that actually come about? Like, what was the kind of conversation that kind of brought that opportunity along for you?
Well, I think I remember just having a look through my emails, and I was checking, like, because I have like a separate email account of like promotions and business inquiries, and I just had Alcatraz pop up, and I thought, oh, what's this? And I remember them mentioning like prison and like immersive experience and drinking and being with friends and like a sort of like playthrough experience. And I thought, oh, this actually sounds really good. And they sent me like some links of what the experience was like. And I remember watching them and being like, oh my God, this actually looks so good. And I knew that you guys were coming to Bristol. So I was like, I have to try and plan this around this like opportunity, because it would be so fun if we did that all together. And it obviously happened to be our friend Ben's birthday on that day, so to like be able to do it on his birthday was like even better. Like, it just had to be done.
Yeah, it was from my side, it was a very spontaneous thing as well, because obviously we were doing video chats and working out dates and stuff, and you were like, oh yeah, so it's going to be on this day, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's Ben's birthday. So I called him and I was like, do you have any plans? And I was like, actually, don't answer that. You haven't got any plans. You come into Bristol with me. We're going to see Becky. We're going to prison. So he, again, absolutely loved it. But again, that was also at a time where all three of us were actively drinking a lot as well. And you've got to think, like, I think all three of us have either completely stopped or have toned it down so much. Like,
I've never really classed myself as a drinker anyway. Like, I don't mind the occasional drink. And I don't mind the occasional like glass or something, but it's not something I do every weekend. It's not even something I do every month. It's not even something I do like all the time. It's just like like once in a blue moon type of thing, you know. And if I feel like I've like need to celebrate something, I'll be like, yeah, you know what, I'll just have a little glass of pink. Like, it's got to be done. But that's my favourite drink, so it just has to be done.
Well, I think there are going to be some amazing things to celebrate in the coming months. So let's keep your eyes, ears, and everything peeled, like an orange skin, because, you know, there will be something coming. Also, speaking of pink, this kind of leads me on to the next topic, M&M's World. M&M World in London. I took you there, and you felt like you were in like a chocolate heaven. You were walking around.
It, but we were only there for 2 minutes because they were closing, so that was really annoying.
All right, cool. Well, that's that topic over then, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it is pretty much. Like, people get to like have a look at everything. They were like, "Oh, we're closing, sorry," and I was like, "Oh, all right then." So.
Well, how was your experience?
Yeah, World is great. I mean, I would have loved to have spent some more time there, but it was good fun. We did take some cute pictures.
Again, see, at least, and we can remember it now. That's one of the times we were in. I don't know where we. Again, I don't know what meetup that was, but we did get some nice photos. We walked down the escalator.
That was the first meetup, I think. Yeah.
That was before you were sick. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, like I said, that's something that I've kind of introduced you very briefly to that thing. You kind of have an idea what it was, but we can always go and visit there again. You can always do some photos there as well. But it's just one of those interesting things that's in London.
We definitely could.
We should have B&B World.
Yeah.
Oh, well, just before we finish up, I think we should just touch upon one final topic, which is probably the best topic out of all of them. So get your rainbow flags out. Let's talk about Pride. This is the final topic. Rainbow flags out for Pride.
Pride was so fun.
And
Pride's amazing.
We've been to so many different Prides. Like, I have been to Brighton Pride with other friends, which that was great in itself. For me, that's my local city. London Pride, again, we keep bringing up this Ben, who we will probably get on a podcast at some point, because he is very funny, very shy, but comes out of his shell. And obviously, Becky. We went to our first London Pride together. I do not want to repeat the outfit that I wore because it was not great. I looked very interesting, but every single part of that outfit has now been sold. It's gone. It's no longer here with us, unfortunately.
It has all been sold.
It has. The wig was awful. The dress was poking out in the wrong place. The cardigan thing, I don't even know where I got that from. It just was a bit of a mess. The high heels were great, though. That was kind of the best part. But yeah, I think we wanted to see like Drag Syndrome, who were like they've all got Down syndrome, but it's appreciating people that are from different backgrounds, and they're all performers and kind of like drag queens, and they're very good. You know, they're very like powerful, speaking a strong message into the world. You had like Matt Terry as well. He was on X Factor. You didn't really know who he was, but I was like, oh my goodness, it's Matt. And then again,
you loved. Yeah, no, that was London. Yeah, that was London.
That was London.
Then Bristol, we had Cascada, and there was
who else was there?
There was like some other like famous drag performers, but it was brilliant. I loved it, and I'm really excited, obviously, for you all to come again like this year and stuff. It'll be because it was so fun last year. Like, we have to do it again. And
we might even have a few extra people coming as well. But again, stay tuned. Keep your eyes and ears peeled. I can't be revealing everything because we are the teasing duo. You know, we don't want to reveal every single thing in our lives. But yeah, just one little final story. We had a bit of fish shop drama, didn't we, in Bristol? Might as well finish on this little story before we bring this podcast to a close.
My dog had an accident in the aquarium store that I go to, and I obviously happened to have a bit of a crush on somebody in the store at the time. And it was just really embarrassing. I actually think I could speak about that in a podcast. I think that would be quite funny. Like, most
definitely
embarrassing moment.
Do it.
Yeah, that would actually be really funny.
Also, I like the way you say the fish shop that I go to. It's more the fish shop that I used to go to.
No, I still go there.
Oh, you go there still? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I mean, he doesn't work there anymore,
no.
So it's all good, you know. But...
I mean, I was definitely on your wavelength, though. He was a lovely man, very funny. Even when the accident happened, he was straight over with tissue and a mop.
Yeah, he was very polite, loving. Like, he was fine. But it was embarrassing. I was like, for God's sakes, Bonnie. And yeah, that was not great.
Well, at least he messaged you back. That's the most important thing, and we'll leave that there. So, yeah.
Okay, we'll leave that there.
That's the story for another day. But anyway, it has been lovely having you on here, Becky. I mean, I think
Thank
we've kind of whizzed through a lot of topics. Like I said, we can't really recite everything that's happened in the last 3 years in a podcast, so we just had to highlight the most important and funniest and stupidest stuff.
Funniest, yeah, and we can always talk about them on another podcast.
And just to finish, what has been your best memory of me in the last 3 or 4 years that we've met each other? Be as honest and open as you can.
My best memory with you is probably... I mean, there's just so many, like...
I just want one.
There's quite a lot. I mean, I couldn't name just one. There is a few that I probably couldn't name on here. But, so I think for that reason, I'm not going to say what it is because it's not that appropriate.
Can you code it without saying it so that I understand? Like, can you code, like, in words so at least I can have a little giggle just to end?
So I have a particular photo of you
right.
on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's enough.
I don't think yeah. And that probably is like my funniest moment that we have together. It's like when I took that photo of you because it's just so funny. Every time I look at it, I'm like, I'm so happy I got that picture because it's like gold.
Well, I think we just had a moment. We were just on video call and we just decided to just be a bit frisky. But anyway, that's we are just friends and that's how we're going to be. We're friends with no physical benefits. But there we go. I'm glad that's your highlight, but there'll be better highlights to come, and I'm sure I'll get some lovely
there
photos
are
for you.
still so many highlights. It's just that one is always one that makes me laugh.
That's the hairiest highlight, I think.
The hairiest highlight, yeah.
There we go, HH. Right, well, it's been lovely to have you here. I must let you go to sleep because it's way past your bedtime and we've all got work tomorrow.
And Bonnie is moaning, so she needs to go to bed.
Bonnie, you need to go to sleep. I can hear her in the background.
Yeah,
so.
she's moaning. She knows it's her bedtime and she wants to go to bed.
Well, on that
note,
then.
It has been lovely, and thank you very much for having me on the podcast today.
No problem. You had me on yours, so it's only fair I brought you over, and I'm sure this will be the first of many that we do. So
it will. It very much will. So thank you very much, Brandon.
Right, so Becky's off to get a glass of wines, a glass of gin, so we'll just leave her to it. But for everyone listening, thank you very much for listening. Don't forget to like, comment, chat, and subscribe. If there's any topics you'd love for me and Becky to talk about, or if you want to get Ben on the podcast, drop us a comment, drop us a like. And yeah, she's already yawning, it's time for bed. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. And until my next podcast episode, thank you for watching and goodbye. See you later.